Howdy, howdy. Hope everybody's doing good, staying positive, staying focused. Today, we're going to talk about the RF28-70 f2. Really cool lens, one of a kind, and I realized I have yet to do a lens video. So we got a rental back yesterday, and there was a bunch of debris underneath the front grouped element, and I thought to myself, wow, I could definitely make a video on this. You should be able to see the particles underneath this front grouped element, and it happens, you know. These lenses are not perfect, although you do pay $3 grand for them. They are not perfect, unfortunately. Before we get started, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, please, and drop a comment. Requests are cool on cameras and lenses. I may do what you ask, you know. You never know, Billy. Just drop me a line, Billy. All right, so before we get started, tools of the trade. Good old spanner wrenches. I mean, honestly, you can get these anywhere. Honestly, it took me a couple years to find a solid pair. You can find them from anywhere from freaking $12 to $300. And actually, these were around $300 to $400. I actually got them from Encompass, and they also have interchangeable tips. These are fine tipped, and then you have your slotted one. Then you got your nipple one. You know, you gotta have your nipple one. Got your straight tweezers, your curved tweezers. Good old cross-point JIS screwdriver. If you have not watched the video on that, please do. Oh, one tool of the trade that is very, very, very important is this guy. Compressed air, not canned air. I repeat, not canned air. Please do not use canned air. This is compressed air. I have an air compressor down there, as you can. This is my best friend. I keep this around. Gotta have this, especially working on lenses. I'm gonna use the curved tweezers. So you have a little notch right here that allows you to get under this vanity ring cover, whatever you want to call it, and you're really just gonna get under it and lift up. And I usually just grab it with my finger, lift up, and really it's just held with double stick tape. Then you have 3 screws. Bing, bing, bing. You're going to remove those 3 screws before doing anything. I do see a little, gotta keep that with you, I mean. So we're going to take off these screws, and since these screws came out, I'm going to throw them inside the ring of fire. Gotcha. All right, now we got those 3 screws out. I just want to pinpoint, you have 4 holes right here. Do not, I repeat, do not put your spanner wrench inside those holes, because then that just takes off a vanity ring for an element. You will be in a world of trouble doing that. So we are going to use the second set of holes. There's the first one right there. There's the second there, and there's another one there. Tighten. So now we're going to turn left until it stops And then once it stops, you're basically unlocking it, and then you turn it upside down, and then you have your element. And as you can see, there is a world of crud underneath this grouped element. So what we finna do first and foremost, gonna get young Kim over here. Join young Kim. Yep, you're gonna put him right there. Gonna throw that grouped element right there. And you can see all of that crud does not come off. So I'm gonna grab a Q-tip. That's what it is. I'm gonna hit that homie right there, and then it removes. But it does leave a little smear. So we're gonna use young Kim on the smear. Where did the smear go? Young Smear. That's my rap name. Get all that crud. And then you're gonna look at that back element, you're gonna spray it. And then we're gonna set it in. You're gonna look, make sure you don't see any smearage or homies, and I definitely see both. So we're gonna remove, and you know what? We just gonna go over here real quick. Yeah, I mean, the formaldehyde. I'm joking. It's definitely not formaldehyde. I just put that on there so when people look at my desk and they see the liquids, they don't steal my solutions. It's Windex, watered down Windex, non-ammonia Windex, because the ammonia can break down the coating. Some of the older coatings, not the newer ones, but I still water it down. I like to get it wet, real wet, not too wet, just enough wet. And then hit it with the dry Kim. Get her done. All right. That was actually pretty flawless. We're gonna go ahead and hit this back element. Feeling a little spicy today. Here you go. Grab that dry Kim. It's all in the wrist. All right, we're solid. We're good. So now we are going to go back in those second holes, and then we are gonna set it in. Then we're gonna lock it. Make sure, and we're going to put back Z screws, because the screws go on the outside of that. If you notice, they actually hold that grouped element we locked in place, which is pretty cool. But as y'all could see, it was a lot of plastic holding all this stuff in. That's actually why it is so light and convenient. And number 3. And we're gonna put this back. Now, one thing is where this little notch is, you want to make sure you put it somewhere where there's space. Don't put it where there's another notch, because then it's gonna be really difficult to remove again. So now we put that back on, a little bit of force, give a little, hit it with a little ego, hit it with a dry Kim that was holding that, and then we go back on the shelf and get rented today. I guarantee this will get rented today. 100%. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. I will be dropping a video a week for as long as I can. And yeah, stay positive, stay focused, and peace.